nights are pretty hard. I have quite theatrical dreams, mostly around running. My legs are actually running in the bed. When I wake up, they're not there.
This construction site became a death trap.
Are you surprised that you're here today?
I'm very, very surprised, yes. Could you push the buttons?
I don't even see him in a wheelchair. At the end of the day, I still love him, and he didn't do this to himself.
Tell me when we get to 2 minutes, okay?
If he didn't have his determination, why would I bother? But I said to Ian right at the beginning, whatever happens, we're going to make a plan. The kids are a gift. They deserve the best that they can get, and we're going to get up there and we're going to fight it.
He just wants a normal dad to do normal things. I'm trying. Yeah, I hate your robot legs. I hate them. It just breaks my heart that he doesn't view me as being normal. He'll grow out of it and he'll understand that I am pretty normal.
Robot legs.
Robot legs. Yeah.
Some people would give up and just watch TV, but not my dad. Throughout all the pain and struggles, there have been lots and lots of good bits. Sometimes you have to look really hard to see them, but they are there.
Behind you is our maunga, the mountains that surround Kawerau.
Did it feel daunting?
It was traumatic more so than daunting. I really did wonder who's going to win, them or me. There were a lot of scuffles, a lot of fights, sometimes 3 or 4 in a day.
I was always late to class. I never wore the correct uniform. I didn't listen to the teachers.
I might get a psst.
She was a bitch.
You can go home some days and be absolutely broken-hearted because of a child's circumstances, but you have to come back to school the next day and be there for the next child. To get the students to come to school, they had to want to be here. So it wasn't sitting down in a classroom reading a textbook anymore.
Were there times you thought about quitting?
Yes, a lot. I needed to just keep going.
It actually felt like she'd seen something in me. I actually started to like her after that. And no waggy, full uniform.
How times have changed, eh?
How times have changed.
I'm going to try my absolute darndest to do the best for every child that comes in the gate.
I was little more than a sexual plaything for a predator, and that was it. I remember waking up in the morning in pain. I remember the blood on my underwear. This was my father. This was the man that was meant to protect me. At work, my dad's nicknames were Groper Roper and Robert Raper.
We believe the Air Force had 4 chances to stop Groper Roper in his tracks, but that didn't happen.
And we found more women. He touched my breast. He ran his hand up my skirt while I was driving him home.
Was he punished?
No, he was promoted. I needed closure. I decided to press charges against my father. I didn't see him as 10 foot tall and bulletproof anymore. I saw a man whose past had finally caught up with him. It wasn't until I heard that first guilty that I breathed again. And that was really a defining moment for me. It was like I had won.
What would you say to that little girl now?
Even though the road is going to be really, really difficult, the person that's going to be there at the end of it is going to be an amazing woman. That's what I'd say to her.
The perception of police is incorrect. Tough, strong, no. They are vulnerable. You only see bad things, particularly at night time.
Her brother-in-law just came here with an axe.
What does that do to your mind?
You do become quite desensitised. In fact, I think I became a little hard. As I walked up the driveway, I could hear this wailing and screaming from the bedroom. And, sorry. Here's a mother holding a baby to her breast who's dead. That was the start of my demise, I guess. I would often yell, just breathe.
Did you feel like you'd failed?
Absolutely. I looked out the window and it was just a fleeting thought, it's not high enough.
How did that feel?
It scared the hell out of me. And it was that very afternoon that I went and got some help. I hear people that say, you can't get over these things, I can never get over it. You can. There is hope. There is hope.
You want to play the game, you want to live the so-called life of a gangster, this is what it takes.
Right, the cameras are rolling.
I've been highly addicted to methamphetamine, distributed methamphetamine for over 11 years.
Who was buying it?
Business professionals, nanas, grandparents.
You know, I must probably make more money in a week than what a lot of people would make in a year.
It's a seedy world. A lot of paranoia, a lot of mistrust, a lot of violence.
Can that lifestyle last?
No, it comes to an end.
A guy attempted suicide because of me. You know, what sort of beast had I become?
It's an evil drug. It's a drug that destroys and breaks up marriages.
And for many years, you sold that drug.
Yes, yes.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I really feel remorseful for, you know, the pain that I put a lot of people through. I'm so grateful that I'm not a part of a life that was just causing so much havoc.
How does it feel to be free of the drug?
Peaceful, feels light, feel like a bird, feel you can fly.
These casts are of a 14-week gestation baby. Some days I do stop and reflect on the thousands of casts that we've made.
Thousands?
Thousands of casts. Every time my phone rings, that means a child's died.
He was a beautiful, bubbly, happy, determined, clever boy. By the time we found him, he had already passed away.
Death is a part of life, and what I'm just trying to do is help to preserve that physical memory of that child.
She has this way of taking a really dark situation and finding the light. We put little lollies or marbles in his hand. On his birthday we tie a balloon to it.
She is small enough to fit in the palm of my hand. I'd say good morning, good night, and I'd tell her about things she would be doing if she was here.
What has Jen taught you?
You got to look at what you had, not what you lost.
There's always that little glimmer of light in really dark times.